Hi guys, Amy here from ALM Fitness, and today I wanted to talk to you about non-scale victories. So we get lots of people come to us, and when we talk to them on the phone before they join as a member, they say they want to lose X amount of weight and they have it in their mind that they want to be X weight, whatever number on the scales. I then ask them why, because if you're in a weight-making sport, which most people aren't, then you don't necessarily need to be focused on what the scales say, and you don't need to get to that magic number. So when I say why do you want to be X weight? They then typically say, oh, because I felt better, I had more energy, I felt more confident, especially in my clothes, I felt more confident in the bedroom, and it all relates to, in their mind, what the scale number says, when really it will probably refer to a lot of these non-scale victories, and I'll go over those now. So what we really should be focusing on once we start to lose a little bit of weight, start to implement a healthy eating regime and exercise regime, is the non-scale victories. So rather than focusing on that number on the scales, let's try and focus on some of these. Let's ask yourself, how do you feel? So now that you've started exercising regularly, now that you've started thinking about what you're putting in your mouth, how do you feel? How is it making you feel? Do you have more energy? Have you got increased confidence? So do you now feel a little bit better because you are exercising more? You've got that little bit more energy and you start to see that your shape is starting to change. Are you less stressed? And can you, and what normally happens is that people can handle a stressful situation better because they've got this extra energy, they're feeling better, they're eating better, and they're in a better mindset to be able to handle those stressful situations better. So those are a few non-scale victories just on how you feel. Then we say, well, how do your clothes feel? Those jeans that you used to wear, that used to have to lie on the bed to do up, can you now get into those nice and easy? How's your shirts feeling? Are the buttons bursting out, or actually is there a little bit of give now and they're starting to fit better? Is that dress that you've had for ages stuck in the back of the wardrobe, you've really wanted to wear it again and just never worn it, and actually now you bring it out, you've got a whole new wardrobe there. Are you sleeping better? So again, once you start eating better, once you start exercising and you can handle those stressful situations better, you then start to sleep better. Once you get more sleep, you're less likely to snack on those high calorie foods and reach for the sugar, which again is a positive knock-on effect. Are you feeling stronger? Are you looking leaner, more toned? Again, when you do regular progress photos, this will show as a non-scale victory to show just how much your shape is changing. And by doing all that exercise, lifting those heavy weights, your shape starts to change. You get more muscle mass, you start to look more toned, and you feel great when you look in the mirror. Improved recovery. So when you start exercising, it's always really hard work, you're completely out of breath, you're totally exhausted, and you think, oh, it's just going to feel like this forever. When in actual fact, once you start exercising regularly, once you start making it a regular part of your week, a part of your lifestyle, you start to recover a lot quicker. Not only does the DOMS, so the muscle soreness, that lasts less, so you might only have the DOMS for a couple of days or a day, sometimes you might not have any DOMS, but also within the session, the recovery time will be quicker. So rather than you kind of getting out of breath and needing quite a lot of time to recover, you have less time to, or you need less time to recover. And that's another way to recognize progress and just how much your fitness levels are improving. Another way to measure it is being able to stick to a diet, being able to adhere to the diet easier, better, and you've got more focus with your food. So rather than kind of going in waves, and some days you're really great with your diet, other days you're not, you've got that typical mindset of, oh, I'll start again on Monday, once the weekend comes and you binge. Because you're more focused with your exercise, your lifestyle, your nutrition, everything all has a positive impact, which means it is easier to adhere to the diet that you're following. And then finally, you have a less restrictive mindset. So rather than saying to yourself, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, I can't have chocolate, I can't have sweets, I can't have cake, I can't have alcohol, I can't have all the good things in life, I must cut it all out, you actually realise that you don't have to be so restrictive. You can include all of those things within your diet, in moderation of course, and also as long as you're within a calorie deficit if fat loss is your goal. So that's another way to be more aware of the foods that you're eating, and to also recognize that it is a non-scale victory, that you don't have to follow a really restrictive diet in order to get some great fat loss results. So hopefully that's helped, something to think about when it comes to your progress, your fat loss goals, and rather than keep focusing on those scales that are either going to make your day or break your day, try and think about some of these things instead, and these will have much more of a positive impact and influence on your progress and your fat loss goals, and hopefully you will be able to sustain them much longer than what that number on the scale say. Hopefully that's helped. Any questions, feel free to ask. More than happy to help.